Welcome to everyone. In this video, we have to discuss about the assessment of individual in the subject income tax law and practice. What is assessment of individual? Assessment of individual is nothing but assessing the income of an individual. Simply we have to say assessing the income of an individual. So let us see the next one. Income. According to Indian Income Tax Act, the individual income has been confined into these five heads. The first one is income from salary. In this income from salary, the salaried person or comes here, and the income of the salaried person will be assessed here itself. And the second one is income from house property. In this income from house property, if a person owns 2 or 3 houses and they will get rent from the houses, if there is any income from the house property, that will be taxable under these heads. And a person is doing some business or profession. In this business or profession, they have to get some a profit or loss, whatever it may be. The profit or loss should be assessed and taxable in the heads business or profession. If a person has assets and they need to sell the assets to someone, and they will get some return for that assets, and that return will be taxable under the head capital gain. All the other sources of income will comes under the other sources, income from other sources. Apart from the four category, income from salary, house property, business or profession, capital gain, all other ways of income or comes under income from other sources. So these five heads of income combined together is known as gross total income. In this gross total income, we have to be eligible to deduct deduction under section 80C to 80U. What are all comes under this deduction 80C to 80U, which means if we have to pay insurance premium for myself or our spouse or children, that should be comes under 80C. And we have to pay or invest some amount in public provident fund, Suganya Samriddhi Yojana, that should be comes under 80C. And if we give some donation to government, it should be comes under 80G. Donation to government or any other authority, it should be comes under 80G. So these are all some of the deductions mentioned in Income Tax Act. If we have to use these deductions, if we have to invest the amount in this mentioned deductions, we have to deduct here. So the deductions, after deducting the deductions from the gross total income, we have to achieve the net income or total income. So total income is nothing but deducting the amount from the gross total income, or afterwards what are the amount we have to get after that deducting the deductions is known as total income. So from the assessment year 2019 to 20, the income beyond 2,50,000 will only be taxable. Below 2,50,000 is not taxable from the assessment year 2009 to 20. The next one will be the yes. Here, if a person gets more than 2,50,000, how they will be taxed? In the Income Tax Act, they have to split or they have to divide the categories into 3. The first one will be below 60 years of age. And the second one will be 60 to 80 years of age, that is senior citizen. And third one will be more than 80 years of age, that is super senior citizen. The first category is below 60 years of age. In this tax slab, if a person earns up to 2,50,000, they didn't pay any tax to the government. If they earn more than 2,50,000 but below 5 lakhs, they have to pay 5% of income tax for their income. And if they get more than 5 lakh 1,000 to 10 lakh, they will pay 20% of tax to the government. If they earns more than 10 lakhs, then they will be pay 30% to the government. If the age of the person or comes under the senior citizen, that is 60 to 80 years, up to 3 lakh, they didn't pay any tax to the government. More than 3 lakh 1,000 to more than 3 lakh 1 to below 5 lakhs, they have to pay 5%. And 5 lakh 1 to 10 lakhs, they have to pay 20%. And more than 10 lakhs, they have to pay 30%. Individuals more than 80 years of age are considered as a super senior citizens. For super senior citizens, our government have to give some relaxation, that is, they are not paying tax for their income up to 5 lakhs. More than 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, they are paying 20% slab. As usual comes under the above two category. And more than 10 lakhs, they have to pay 30% tax. So these are the three categories of age the income tax department has been confined. And then yes, this is the age category below the age category of 60 years, that is normal person. If there is any problem given in the question paper without mentioning the age of the person, then the students will do the sums under this formation, under this calculations, under this slab rate. Up to 2 lakhs, no tax. 2 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 20%. And above 10 lakhs, 30%. Surcharge slab is applicable for the person having more than 50 lakhs and below 1 crore. Then they have to pay 10% additional for the above tax slab. This is known as surcharge. And they are earning more than 1 crore, then they will have to pay 15%, not 10%. More than 1 crore, they have to pay 15%. Health and education cess will be 4%. It should be additionally paid by the persons or individuals more than the mentioned tax slab, that is 5%, 20%, 30%. They have to pay additionally 4% on their income. So there is one rebate here in the Income Tax Act 87A, rebate under section 87A. This is for individuals. If a person having less than net income or taxable income of 3,50,000, then they are eligible to get this rebate for 2,50,000, up to 2,50,000 or maximum of 2,50,000. So if we need to get 2,500 for the rebate under section 87A, then the income of the person, the net income of the person is only less than 3,50,000. If the income exceed 3,50,000, then they don't avail this rebate under section 87A. Yes. Okay. Let me give one example for you. The first one. If we get 5 lakhs is our income. If a person earns 5 lakhs for the income for the assessment year, then how the person will be taxed? Up to 2,50,000, they didn't pay any tax. More than 2,50,000 to 10 lakh or between 2,50,000 to 5 lakhs, they will be earn 2,50,000. For that 2,50,000, they need to pay 5%. So 2,50,000 into 5%, it will be 12,500. So the taxable amount will be 12,500, and the person have to give additional 4% of health and educational cess. That means 12,500 into 4%, it gives 500. So the person will pay 12,500 plus health and education cess 500, totally they have to pay 13,000 for income tax to the government. So if a person receives 5 lakhs, then they have to pay 13,000 to the government. And this is the calculation method for assessment of individual. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.